Today I want to talk about this new TikTok series called Girl Crush. So they recently finished their first season, I think like a few weeks ago. And I've been meaning to make this video for a while because I have a lot of things to talk about. So just a brief overview. It's a TikTok series, obviously, so you can watch it on TikTok. Full season's out. There's 15 episodes. So I don't think the episodes go much longer than a minute, if anything. So it's only about 15 minutes long. So you guys easily go binge it. So I recommend doing that if you haven't already. It's based around, we have Jessie, who is our main protagonist. She is working in this movie theater and she is training up a new hire called Brianna. Now, Jessie's a big fan of Brianna because Brianna is a musician and she's been to all her gigs and all that sort of stuff. Jessie herself is also a songwriter, but is struggling to write songs since she broke up with her boyfriend, Aaron. Now, this looks like Brianna is Jessie's first girl crush, hence the name. Crush, I should say, really. So she does explore, there's a lot of like sexuality exploration. There's a lot in terms of bisexuality in this series as well, which is great. And it's also just a lot of fun. Like, it's a comedy, it's a musical. I should say that right off the bat. It's a musical. Because really, like, from my point of view, I hear Sapphic and I hear musical and I don't need to be told anymore. Like, I'm watching that shit, you know? And it's just like, it's really high quality as well. Like, the quality of the show is like, the production is top notch. The acting is top notch. The songs are so good. It's really high quality. I had a lot of fun watching it. Now, I will say, coming from myself, obviously, this is my review. I'm not a fan of TikTok. I have literally, like, over the past few months, only gone on TikTok to watch this series, which I feel like they changed the release date week by week because I would go on and then it would be a different day. And anyway, that's another thing. You don't have to worry about that now because it's all up. But yeah, so I've only been going on TikTok to watch this. I don't watch TikTok anymore because I was just getting in a really bad headspace from TikTok. Like, I would be going on every single night and just getting into these like death scrolls. Like, it just mentally was draining me. It was not a good time. I don't like TikTok in any regard. So from that point of view, it's frustrating that it's only available on that platform. It would be nice if they like put it up. I mean, to be honest, I haven't really looked, but from what I've seen, they've only really been promoting their TikTok. So it'd be nice if they had it like up on Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts, as other places that you could watch it. I will say another issue that I have with this series, and it's, to be honest, a good issue to have, but the issue is I just feel like there's not enough there, right? Now, like I said, I don't like TikTok, but I have seen TikTok series that I enjoy, like The Formal. It's another Australian TikTok series. It's another queer series as well. I would recommend watching it if you haven't already. But The Formal is a great series, and I think The Formal works really well on TikTok or, you know, any short form content, really, because it's such a simple premise. These two girls are planning formal, and you can get behind that idea each episode without much backstory, right? At the very least, you at least know these two girls are planning for something, and that's really all the context you need to know. Each episode is just these cute shenanigans or cute flirtations or cute interactions that these two girls are having while they're planning this formal. And that's the real great thing about The Formal and how it works really well as short form, is you don't necessarily need to watch every episode to dive into it. Like, I think the first episode I saw that came up on my TikTok was episode 3 or 4 or something like that, and I was obsessed, and then I went in and I watched the rest. But from episode 4, I fully understood what was going on and I could really enjoy the episode just for what it was. With Girl Crush, I feel like there is a lot going on story-wise, character developer-wise, all that sort of stuff. And I don't know if TikTok is necessarily the best place for this story to be told. I want more, which is why I'm saying it's a good problem to have. Like, there is a lot of, like I mentioned, we've got our main character, Jessie, who has previously gone through a breakup. I'm not entirely sure how recent that is. She's struggling to write songs because of it. She's developing a girl crush, or I should really say a crush for her colleague slash the musician that she's obsessed with. She is figuring out her sexuality. Her boss is figuring out her sexuality. The relationship is also developing throughout this series. So there is a lot going on, and it's very hard to really flesh out those points in 15 minutes of total screen time for a season. 15 minutes is not a lot of time to really flesh out all these points. And on top of that, I feel like with this sort of series, you do need to watch every episode in sequence. Is that the wrong word I'm looking for? Yeah. Like, I just don't think it has the ability necessarily to grab people in midway through. I think you have these cute moments, you have these great songs, but you also, if you came in halfway through and you see this, like, she's breaking out into song, yelling at this guy, calling him a dick in song, while the song might be catchy, you're kind of like, what the hell is going on? So yeah, I feel like you might not necessarily be able to pick up this show halfway through like you could the formal. It's very much like a serialized format, and you do have to watch it from episode 1 all the way through, which I think limits its potential of finding an audience on TikTok. So yeah, I think that's my biggest issue with this series. It is more specifically, like, I just don't think the story fits totally well with TikTok. I mean, I am biased. I don't like TikTok myself, but I just mean in a short form format in general. Like, I would say this even on YouTube Shorts or whatever. I think this kind of story has the potential to really flesh out a lot of its stories a lot better, and to really build on them all. Also, I just want these songs to go longer. Like, the songs are super good and they're super catchy and I love them so much. And, there's only so much that you can play. There's only so much songs that you can play in a 1-minute episode, like, on top of trying to contextualize that song. So yeah, you'll be like, a song will start playing and I'll be getting into it because it's so freaking good, and then it just stops abruptly because it has to. There's not enough time for it to complete this song, which sucks for me because I just want, full 2-3 minute long songs for each of these songs, and I just want more. That's what I want from this. Now, this series did end on a cliffhanger, so I'm really hoping we get a season 2. So we can explore what the hell's going on with that. I won't put spoilers in here because I do just recommend you guys go watch it. It is a lot of fun. And like I've said, the only main complaint that I have is there's just not enough of it. So I'll have a link in the description where you guys can go look at the TikTok account, so you guys can go check it out. Go follow them. Is that what you do on TikTok? You follow people. Let them know I sent you, and then hopefully we get a season 2 from them. Otherwise, I'll see you all in my next video. Okay, bye-bye.